Hey, what's up? It's Kelly here. This is Get Surreal. And after watching the most recent episode of Twin Peaks, season 3, episode 14, I really wanted to list out some of the remaining mysteries in this wonderful world of Twin Peaks because there were just so many swirling around my head. Now, I did cap it at 25 because the significance of 25 years, but if you really think about it, there are well beyond 25 mysteries that I'm sure you could count. But I just went ahead and did 25, and these are 25 that are especially fascinating for me. And I'll go ahead and read all of these sequentially, not necessarily in any particular order, and I'll touch on the ones that I think are likely going to be addressed, if not completely solved. Just going to pull up my secret diary of Kelly here. All right, here we go. Who is Nido? What is the origin of the experiment? Is Bob still an evil Cooper? What is inside Sarah Palmer? Where did Laura Palmer go when she was sucked from the waiting room? Why is the fireman called the fireman? Who are the woodsmen? How many vortexes or portals are there simultaneously, or is there just one at a time? Where is Audrey exactly? Where is Billy? Why was there a hum inside the Great Northern? What are Diane's true motives? What's the significance of the telephone pole? Why are we seeing scenes out of order? Are there any other characters who are actually doppelgangers? Why does Evil Cooper want the coordinates? What was the significance of the "this is the water, this is the well" chant, and how it tied to that frog roach crawling in the girl's mouth? Why did Philip Jeffries point at Cooper and say, "Do you even know who this is?" What is that black symbol with the horns? Where is the Dutchman's? What is the fate of the green glove? How did the ring end up in Major Briggs' belly? Who is Richard Horne's parents? Who is Linda? What do all the numbers mean? Okay, so which of these mysteries are going to be unveiled to some degree and which are going to remain mysteries? Now, I seriously doubt that these are all going to even be addressed, and that's not even in the spirit of Twin Peaks. That's not even necessarily good art to tie everything up in a neat little bow at the end of a story. So I would hope these all don't get pleasantly resolved at the end of this season, which is potentially the end of the series. I hope not, though. Anyway, so who is Nido? I think she is somebody with a lot of knowledge and power. There have been some speculations out there. Is she related to this Judy that Philip Jeffries has brought up? Is she either related to Laura Palmer somehow, or maybe even a direct representation of Laura Palmer? Is she a monkey? I mean, she was making monkey-like noises. We've had some monkey imagery in the past. Is she potentially Josie's sister? I was even wondering if she might be this mysterious Linda or somehow related to her. So anyway, I can see there being this dream team that ends up defeating Evil Coop, and I see her as having potentially a role in it. What is the origin of the experiment? I seriously doubt we're going to get to the bottom of that. That's okay. Is Bob still an Evil Cooper? I'm thinking yes, but I'm not entirely sure. I can see us maybe being thrown a surprise in that arena. What is inside Sarah Palmer? I'm not even sure that that one is going to be necessarily addressed in an ultra specific way, although we might get some clues. So where did Laura Palmer go when she was sucked from the waiting room? Yeah, I think we are going to get more information about that. I can see her leading this whole dream team that defeats Evil Coop. I don't think we're necessarily going to find out why the fireman is called the fireman. And this is just me throwing out random guesses here. I don't know more than anyone else. Same with the woodsman. I can see that potentially being a mystery. How many vortexes? Yeah, same thing there. Where is Audrey exactly? I think, yeah, we'll definitely get more insight into that. I think that one is such a mind bender, and yeah, just had my head buzzing with all these different theories. So I seriously hope that one gets addressed. I would guess in the next couple episodes we are going to learn a lot more about her story. Where is Billy? So yeah, there was that guy in the prison cell who had like the blood running out his mouth. I'm thinking, was that potentially Billy? Especially since Audrey made reference to having a dream about Billy with blood running out of his mouth. I don't know. He doesn't exactly look like a ladies' man to be with Tina and Audrey and potentially other ladies, but you never know what he was like before. Okay, I don't think we are going to find out why there was a hum inside the Great Northern. Um, what is the significance of the telephone pole? Yeah, probably. I really am dying to understand what's going on with that. I think it'll be a lot clearer why we have seen scenes out of order. Um, are there any other characters who are doppelgangers? Yeah, I think it's unlikely that they're going to be a whole lot. I think that would take away so much from the story. But I am willing to bet that at least one other character we have been seeing is a doppelganger, and I can see it potentially being Audrey. I can see it being Candy, or something weird is up with Candy. Okay. Yeah, I think it'll be clear why Evil Cooper wants the coordinates so badly. I'm sure it's related to power in a sense. The whole this is the water, this is the well significance, and then the frog roach crawling into the little girl's mouth. I was wondering in that moment, is this Sarah Palmer? And I'm still thinking that is likely considering what we have seen recently. So I don't think that's all going to be completely tied up, but I think we'll get some more hints for sure. Okay, and there, I loved the part of episode 14 where Gordon has like a dream inside of a dream type of thing, and there's Philip Jeffries pointing at Cooper and saying, "Do you even know who this is?" That is pretty wild. I think we will get more insight into that. Oh, there are so many possibilities there. I am not even going to speculate right now. Okay, the black symbol with the horns. I'm willing to bet that represents the experiment, the ghostly thing spewing Gargabosia. Did I say that right? Probably not. Where is the Dutchman's? And that's where Philip Jeffries is supposedly hiding. I don't think it's necessarily related to the lodge directly, since Ray had a direct interaction with him. I also don't think it represents the coordinates, because Evil Coop seemed to be familiar with this concept of the Dutchman's, and the coordinates he was pretty clueless about, it seems. So I don't know, but I think it will become significant. So this green glove, the fate of it, I think that yeah, Jimmy's gonna take his Hulk glove and be part of this dream team, and really help in defeating the evil that has become such a big part of Twin Peaks. I think we will find out how the ring ended up in Major Briggs's belly. It seems like that's going to end up being tied to Diane potentially in some way, but yeah, I have no idea. I think we will find out who Richard Horne's parents are. You know, signs certainly have been pointing to Evil Cooper and Audrey, but I'm not entirely convinced that that's the case. I still think there are some possibilities. In terms of Linda, who is she? So we did have a mention of the name Linda earlier on in relation to a wheelchair. It could be tied to Audrey somehow. Could be someone we haven't met. I can see her being part of the dream team as well. And finally, all these numbers, what do they mean? So we have 119 that the drugged out woman was shouting. Yeah, I don't think it seems like it's too obvious that would be 911 backwards. It seems like it's pointing to something else. I am not sure what. We have the 6 on the pole. There was the room 315 that Cooper was staying in, and that seemed to somehow correlate to that power socket when he was going through that WAV space, and you had the 3 and the 15 on it. The time 253, we've seen a pattern there. So it was the evolution of the arm was saying 253 time and time again before Cooper exited the lodge waiting room. And then that was the same time that Bobby and the group were directed to go meet at Jack Rabbit's palace. So that seems to indicate a specific time of day in which this vortex opens to have access to either of the lodges, it seems. Okay, and then in the beginning, the fireman mentioned, remember, 4:30. I think that still remains pretty mysterious. All right, obviously I'm clueless about a lot of things. I'm just throwing out some guesses. I have no idea, but I have sure enjoyed the ride, and I cannot wait until episode 15. Thanks for watching.